Looking for a brand new home in San Antonio without breaking the bank? Well, welcome to Agave, and we're going to be focused on Empire today as the builder. But Agave is a new construction community, and it's really close to downtown and all the major military bases. But is this growing area the right move for you and your family, or just yourself? In this video, we're going to break down the 5 biggest pros and cons to living in the Agave community and the surrounding 78222 area. So we're on the southeast side today. So if you're a first-time home buyer, relocating, military, whatever it may be, let me make that transition into San Antonio or the surrounding areas a smooth one as possible. My number is 210-996-9608. My name is Buentello. I'm one of the top 1,000 agents in San Antonio, part of the top 5 team in San Antonio, and a 3-time top producer at my prior brokerage. My calendar link is down below. New home buddy link is down below. QR code is the top right. All right, let's get to the 5 pros in this video, and then we'll get to the 5 cons afterward. I'm going to take y'all with me, and I hope that you guys can see a lot of this beautiful home. So the builder is Agave. Just a little oversight, that's going to be pro number 1. Agave is a newly built community offering single family homes. So number 1 is the new home construction and value. So out here on the southeast side, you're getting a lot more home for a lot less price. So here they're offering 3 to 5 beds, 2 to 3.5 bath sizes, and between 1,286 square feet to 2,559 square feet. So pricing starts around $249K for new homes in this community. So for buyers looking for new construction value on the southeast side of San Antonio, this is definitely a compelling option. On top of Empire being here, we also have Davidson. That's them over there. First America Homes and Century, I believe, out here. So right now we're just focused on Empire, but if you'd like options to those, then I can help with that as well. But definitely, like I said, pro number 1 is definitely the home value to the home that you're getting out here. Look at the playscape. So like I said, if you want more home for a lot less value, then the southeast side is definitely something to look at. And it's also close to our military bases, so that's a huge pro. Now let's get to number 2. Pro number 2 is that you have a definite convenient location and commute options. So Agave is located off Loop 410 South and near I-10. So it really gives you access to downtown San Antonio, major employers and military bases. We're gonna go over just like time, how long it would take you to get to the 3 bases, well, the major military bases that we have out here, which is Lackland, Fort Sam, and Randolph. So the good thing is that this means decent access for commuting and for military families. Now, for Randolph Air Force Base, from at least this community, the Agave community on the southeast side, you're looking to be about 20 to 25 minutes away. Fort Sam, you're looking to be about 20 to 30. And remember, guys, that this is based on the times that I'm pulling right now. So right now it is 1:30 in the afternoon, so minimal traffic out there. But once you start hitting anything before 10 o'clock and anything after 4 or 5 o'clock, then these probably are gonna bump up a little bit. So between 20 and 30 minutes to Fort Sam, and then to Randolph 20 to 25 minutes, and then Lackland is going to be about 25 to 35 minutes. Again, very rough estimates, but you're getting a really nice home. Empire builds a really good home, relatively priced, and you're pretty close to the military bases. Now, if you work remote, then that's even better because you're getting a bigger home for lower cost, and you get to work from home, which is really, really, really nice. I actually want to show you guys the model. Let's see if I can actually, I'm going to flip it around and show you guys. So there's Empire, there's the model home for Empire. It almost kind of reminds me of a little bit of a Hicks Brothers feel from the aesthetic outside. Anyways, let's go to pro number 3. All right, pro number 3, I'm just gonna walk and talk. I hope you guys like these videos. I really enjoy making them. And like I said, if you're thinking about making the move in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, I'd love to help you. I'm closing my first client from YouTube from Jacksonville, Florida this Wednesday, hopefully. And then I have somebody coming in on the 7th of December, and we're gonna go look at some properties in Schertz, Texas. So that's northeast and we're in the southeast. So number 3 is it's a growing community and the amenities. Now, why is that a good thing? Because it's a new development, there's potential for selecting like finishes, move-in quickly ready homes, and being part of a growing neighborhood. So a lot about these plays are equity plays, right? There's a lot of construction going on out here, and so when you move in, then it allows your property value to rise with the addition of new houses, new developments, new subdivisions. So, and out here, it's really an easygoing lifestyle and like a rural charm, while just being about 19 minutes from downtown, which is really nice. And I actually wanted to show you guys something, so bear with me real quickly about one of the pros, like I said, is selecting the finishes with Empire. So bear with me really quickly. Like I said, I hope you're enjoying these videos. They're really fun for me to make, but I wanted to show you guys this. So here's the kitchen. Now I wanted to show you guys everything that Empire includes. So here's all of like upgrades that most houses do, and then here's all the pricing, and it comes out to be about $29,000, but these are standard in Empire homes, which is fantastic because, like I said, you're getting a really high quality home for a lower price, and that's what the Southeast is offering. Okay, let's go to pro number 4. Pro number 4 is strong affordability compared to many other areas. So with new home prices here starting as low as $249 to $300. Don't know if they go above that, to be honest with you. I don't think they do. I think the highest price one I saw here was $319, but you're getting a beautiful home for $319. Something like this in the far north or northwest part of San Antonio would probably run you about $375 to $425. Trust me, we're buying a home in here in a couple of weeks, and my wife was like, we could move to Schertz or we could move to the Southeast because you're just getting more home for a lower cost. So that's pro number 4, is that, again, you're getting a bigger home, a better quality home for a lower cost, as opposed to if you were more north, like just central, like north or northwest. Northeast is still a little bit relatively more, how can I say it? You can still get a good amount of house for a good price, but prices are increasing in the Northeast. Southeast is doing really, really well. Northwest, for a house like this, it's going to be around $375 to $425, give or take, or you're just going to have to get less home. But yeah, that's definitely number 4, more house, less cost. Let's go to number 5. Pro number 5 is, I think I already touched on it a little bit, but I'm going to touch on it more here, is potential for upside and growth. So as the area is developing, there may be appreciation potential, and being part of like the building out phase tends to offer really good opportunities for you as a buyer who wants, less wear on the home and newer systems. Look how pretty that is. But that's a really good one because you're walking into a home that's brand new. Obviously, it's still man-made, so we would do our third-party inspection. We would get everything that we need to checked out so that your home is as good as it can be when you move in. The appreciation is there because there's just so much going on in San Antonio and just the surrounding areas that a lot of these are equity plays. Like myself, yes, I am buying a pre-owned home. I'm buying my second home, my family and I, but because there's so much going on and we're going to hold that property for a very, very, very long time. My idea is to give it to my wife and kids, you know, but we're going to hold on, and there's just so much growth in that area that people, once everything is finished out, they're going to want to live in our neighborhood. It's a nice, beautiful gated neighborhood because of everything that's going on. And our house is really affordable and it's really nice, the one that we're going to hopefully purchase here in a couple of weeks. But for at least for new construction, you're getting, you know, less wear and tear on the home, and you're getting newer systems. So I know, and a lot of these happen to come with washer, dryer, fridge, and blinds. So if that's something that you'd like for me to fight for, I'd be more than happy to. Actually, I'm gonna throw that in one of the pros. So a lot of the incentives that these are rolling out is washer, dryer, blinds, fridge is what they'll give you, and then they'll give you special incentives. So I know that Empire, I'll touch on it a little bit on my cost of living video next, is that they have special incentives. I'm not going to say it in this video, but they'll make your monthly payment, you know, lower than what the average market rate is. So that's really nice. But yeah, 1 through 5. Let's go over them again. So new home construction and value, convenient location and commute options. You know, it's just a growing community and amenities. You got strong affordability compared to a lot of other areas. And then number 5 is potential for upside and growth. Now let's go to the negatives. And this is not to speak poorly about this area or Empire. I'm just making you guys aware before you think everything is all hunky-dory, rainbows and sunshines. I cannot give the good without the bad. So let's go. Brief intermission real quick. My name is Jose Buentello. Like I've been saying, if you need help making the move to San Antonio or in the surrounding areas, I'd love to be that guide. 210-996-9608. I'm going to show you the Davidson home because I think it's really pretty. There it is. Calendar link is down below if you want to schedule a Zoom with me, and a lot of people like that. New home buddy link is down below. If you just want to see new houses like this, it's absolutely free to use. And then my QR code is at the top right of my banner. That'll lead you to a Zoom call. Anyways, let's go to the 5 cons. So con number 1, and again, please, I'm not saying this to speak poorly about the 78222 area code, the Southeast, or the Agave community. This is just the facts, right? So a lot of schools' ratings are not top tier here as they would be in the Northwest or North part, even Northeast part of San Antonio. Some of them, like Salado Elementary, is rated a C-. Highland Forest Elementary is rated in the C area. And you can look for these in greatschools.org if you want to do your own research. So if school district or top school district is like a prime requirement, this may be a trade-off, right? So you're not getting, I'm not saying the best, but lower quality schools or lower rated schools, but you're getting more house, and then all the pros that we went over, then again, might be a trade-off. So that's con number 1, is that the school ratings are moderate in this immediate area. Let's go to number 2. Con number 2, and please, like I say, do your own research, but I am pulling all of this data and I will source it. So this next one, number 2, is crime statistics are a little higher than the city averages in the 78222 zip code, the southeast, well, this is one of the zip codes, but the southeast area. And this is off of, I'm so sorry. My phone is going off. crimegrade.org. So property crime is about 29.33 per 1,000 residents, and then violent crime is about 4.576 per 1,000 residents. So for comparison, citywide, the chance of property crime in San Antonio is 1 in 19. So that's about 54 per 1,000. And so 29 per 1,000 is relatively better than the city average, but still meaningful. The area is mixed. While some sources, rate 78222 as excellent safety with A+ rating in specific pockets. Not this area, so to speak. This area is a little bit higher than city averages. All right, let's go to number 3. Number 3 is location on the southeast side, right? Like the commute is decent. Some major bases or major job centers may take longer, and I'll be honest, when I was coming out here from the northwest, it took me about 35 minutes to get out here. So yeah, it is a little bit longer of a commute, and it's just land. There's really nothing but land out here. Again, a smart equity play if you're gonna stay here for a while. It takes a little bit longer than if you're living, towards the central or, kind of North San Antonio, northwest, northeast. The southeast side sometimes has less cachet, less, it's not as appealing, right, than the far north or kind of the more luxury areas. So may matter for like resale or lifestyle expectations. Again, this is, you want more home for less price. Now you're about 19 minutes from downtown, so that's really nice. You can get there pretty quickly. You got the Riverwalk, you have the Pearl, you now have Prop A and B that passed, so the whole downtown is going to get a whole new facelift. So again, if you're going to be here for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years and you're in a really good play on the southeast, but if you're thinking about being here and then maybe potentially moving, well, my recommendation is to make this a rental play. Let's look at the rental comps in the area, and then the next 2 or 3 years, if you are going to move, we don't have to necessarily sell. Let's get some tenants in here and then get you a second home. That's what we're doing. We're renting out our first one and buying our second one. So that's just the third thing right there, is that it doesn't have as much cachet as the north part of San Antonio or some of the other areas. So number 3 is location. It's on the southeast side. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is developing infrastructure and amenities. As newer communities such as like parks, restaurants, retail in terms of amenities, start to pop up, well, they may still be catching up. So you might have like fewer mature trees and full build out or completed areas, and compared to older neighborhoods. So there's, a lot of potential for construction noise or ongoing development around you. So actually, one key instance while I'm filming this video, check this out. I'm gonna flip this around, and there's construction. I don't know if you can see it going. Maybe I can zoom in. I can't, but there's construction at the end of the road going on right now. So number 4 is developing infrastructure and amenities. I will say this though, there's a lot of development everywhere. So yeah, that is a con, but it's kind of hard not to find that in San Antonio and the surrounding like cities. I think it's happening faster on the southeast and northwest side of San Antonio, 100%. The northeast is being touched, but not as fast, and then the southwest is being touched, but not as fast. But there's development. That's why San Antonio is so hot. It's just got a great economy, and it's just got so much housing, right? But that definitely, it is a con. There's a lot of developing infrastructure and amenities, especially on the southeast side. So let's go to number 5. I thought it'd be cool to do number 5 in front of the Empire Home sign. Again, this is just literally for this shot, and this is not negatively speaking about Empire Homes or any of these builders around here. Please just make note of that. Number 5 is transportation and commute variability. Depending on where exactly your home is within the radius, commutes could fluctuate, right? Traffic along like 410 and I-10 may impact time significantly. I will say that traffic around here is not that bad, but once you start creeping further into 410 into the city, it gets pretty bad. I'll be honest with you. There's some times where you're just sitting there. So, and Another thing to note that public transit options are super limited, guys. Just be aware, and reliance on a vehicle is necessary. So if you don't have a vehicle, or if you're down to one vehicle, just note the public transit system is very limited. The public transit system is called the VIA here. So just in this area, very limited. You will need, if it's just you, obviously one car is enough, but if you have a family, 2 vehicles is definitely recommended. All right, let's go. All right, we're almost done with the video, guys. I just want to say thank you for watching this entire thing. I hope it's good information. I love putting all of this out because it just makes life easier for everybody. I know if I was moving to another state, another city, and I just wasn't aware of everything that was going on, I'd watch stuff like this. Plus, I'm a YouTube junkie. So let's just go over a quick snapshot and then we'll just hit the outro and finish out. So military bases, right? The commutes. Randolph, about 20 to 25 minutes. Fort Sam, about 20 to 30 minutes. Lackland, about 25 to 35 minutes. And again, rough estimates. Schools and education, it's kind of mixed, right? So you've got some readings in the A range, but you could be like Salado and Highland Forest, which are C- and C. Also, you know, the community is still under development, so some school campuses may be newer. For families like strongly prioritizing like top academic performance, you know, just take a further deep dive into the exact school zone for the, you know, just where you'll be. It'd be super important. I can help you with that. And greatschools.org is, you know, it's a good resource. Crime and safety overview. You know, some sources online highlight that certain parts of 78222, especially the southeast like portion, are considered safer, and some are a little bit higher. So again, I can point you in those, I can give you that resource. It's crimegrade.org. You can also go to a couple of other websites I have that can help you out. So just do your own due diligence, you know, and I can help you out with that too. I want to put you guys in a good spot. So bottom line, really, if you're considering purchasing in the Agave community, or, you know, within kind of the 2 mile radius, the 2 to 5 mile radius of the zip code 78222, great value, new construction, and a location that delivers access to the city and military bases. Moderate school ratings and crime statistics are, you know, above the most desirable suburb. So just be sure to check out, you know, the exact zone and just kind of ask me about the security and the amenities. This is really best suited for buyers who prioritize new home value, commute convenience, and growth potential, but kind of accepting the trade-off on premium schools and ultra low crime / neighborhood prestige. All right, let's get to the outro. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. Again, my name is Jose Buentello. Those were the 5 pros and cons of living on, or if you're trying to relocate to the southeast side, more specifically the Agave community. There's a ton of builders out here. Let me know however I can help, or if you just have any questions, my number is 210-996-9608. Calendar link is down below for a Zoom call. QR code is at the top right for a Zoom call. New Home Buddy link is down below if you're just trying to look at houses like this for free. Reach out to me, guys. Stay safe out there. God bless y'all and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.